Hello, my friends. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the show. As always, my name is Brian Nystrom, and you are listening to the Greenlight Weekend podcast. The Greenlight Weekend podcast is sponsored by Dead Room Comedy. Dead Room Comedy is a production company and comedy group based in Denver, Colorado. Check out their website, deadroomcomedy.com, where you can subscribe to weekly one-liners, get an email every Monday with original jokes to laugh through the workday. Also, check them out at Dead Room Comedy on Instagram and Facebook, where you can find sketches, stand-up clips, and find when live shows will resume. I'm a huge supporter of Dead Room Comedy, and obviously they're supporting us. So it's a team effort. I love those boys. Elliot Weber, Jacob Jonas, Josh Emerson, Jeff Stonick. Fucking hilarious dudes. And when they're together, they're fucking powerful. So, yeah, support those boys. I really like them because they do the weekly one-liners where comedians that they know get to submit one-liners, obviously. And if they end up using them, putting them on in their email list, or if they put them on their Instagram, they actually pay the comics for that joke. So I support that. Anybody that supports comedy, I'm fucking into, and these guys are going balls deep. They will be a big deal one day. This podcast is with my good friend Drew Mitchell. Dave couldn't make it. He's back to work, so his schedule's getting tighter. But my boy Drew came through, and we had a good time. We had fun just talking. It's always good to catch up with Drew. He's one of those people I want to see like once, twice a week, but obviously we're not able to do that during these times. But we're pumping out content, and you guys are showing support. The YouTube numbers are going up for old episodes and new episodes. We've never had this kind of traffic on YouTube. I know it's because everybody's home and bored, but I just want to say thank you for the support. Because of it, we're putting out more episodes. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to keep this pace up when stand-up comedy starts. I'm actually using all the time I would put into comedy on the podcast. So I hope you guys are enjoying the extra content while it lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we will always give you at least one a week. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for listening. We had a good time on this one. This was just a Saturday afternoon, me and my boy Drew talking some shit, and it's always fun with Drew. So I hope you guys enjoy quarantine episode number 14 with my boy Drew Mitchell.
I just made it happen. Another young man out here rapping. All these antagonists coming at me. Saving the day, I'm the captain. Just imagine that I am a hero. Truth is, I ain't even got a scene, no. I don't ball, probably can't make a free throw. Lay a motherfucker out like Debo. That's right, little man with a big hook. And I got a big brain, reading them big books. I don't make shit rain, blinking when I switch lanes.
And we're on.
We are on. Dude,
I never know how to start a podcast.
I was just going to say I haven't seen you since the last time I was on the podcast.
That was probably like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
I feel like it was longer than
Really?
that. But Corona time is longer than normal time.
It seems to be, yeah. And you've just been working from home, right? So it's...
Yeah, so I mean, I've been doing like my job and then just a shit ton of work on my house.
Right.
So.
Oh, yeah, you own a house.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of feel like I clock out of the computer job and... Did you not start the GoPro?
It's all good.
No, you did.
Video starts now. Sorry.
Yeah, clock out a computer job and then I go work construction for 4 hours until I go to bed.
Well, at least it's your own construction. It's so much easier to give a fuck,
right?
When it's your own thing.
That's a two-edged sword, though, because when I fuck up, it's not like nobody will ever look at that. It's
no,
like
you're paying
I'm
for
gonna
it.
look at that for the rest of the time I live at this house.
Yeah, especially if you go a little short on something. A gap will piss you off more than almost anything. And then you can't even use it. You got to go buy a whole nother piece of fucking trim or whatever.
Yeah, that was my life.
And you found mold in your house? Is that what happened?
No, it's termites.
Termites.
Yeah.
Those little cunty fucks.
Oh, man, they're the worst.
And nobody cares if you call termites cunts. That's the...
Right.
I love calling shitty animals cunts. Or insects, whatever.
I haven't done that, but I'm going to start.
I think everybody should.
Yeah. That lady in the paper, best cunt ever.
I am unaware of that.
What?
I don't read the paper.
Oh, I don't know. It was going around, but some...
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah.
picture in Walmart that said best cunt ever?
Yeah. It said best aunt ever. I can read. It does not say aunt at all.
Yeah, if that's a lowercase a, it's cut off to us. It just says cunt. Yeah.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, Dave posted that. And it took me a minute. He was like, good old wholesome Durango Herald. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck is he talking about? People rob people all over the place. And then, yeah, I saw the beautiful shirt. Yeah.
I saw it right away.
Right.
Like
When I
just the
see ugly
picture.
people, my eyes just go away.
Oh.
I'm not interested. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I have some funny looking friends, but I wouldn't characterize them as ugly.
Right. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, they had masks on.
Right.
You could tell like they were not good looking people.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the dead eyes and I was like, ugh.
The dead eyes and like the guy in the photo just had like the gumdrop body with the too tight jacket.
Right. Look like they're from Farmington. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just trying to shit on Farmington a little bit.
You can, it's your home.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is all my shit. Other than putting it out on the internet to be judged. That's
Right.
the only issue.
Yeah.
I feel like the podcast is getting a little bigger because I'm starting to get like scam emails. And
Oh, nice.
yeah, dude, that's awesome.
That's when you know
I
you
don't-
arrived.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of negative feedback yet, but I can't wait. You know what I mean? Just people
Uh-huh.
like, I fucking hate you. At an hour and 5 minutes in, you called somebody a cunt, and I'm like, thanks for listening.
Right.
You made it an hour in, my
Yeah.
man.
Just to get mad at me.
Yeah, I want to high
win.
five that person.
Totally.
Keep
Yeah.
listening. I hope you hate me.
It's funny, like, I don't know, maybe you don't get like this, but I go down the rabbit hole of like YouTube comments and just like read some of the ignorant shit people post.
Huh.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah, I haven't watched the Joe Rogan Elon Musk podcast yet, so I don't have time for that yet.
It's fucking good.
I know. I feel like it should be part of research as a podcaster. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just because some real fucking knowledge was dropped on that, I can only imagine.
Well, that and it's
Did he
just-
smoke weed this time?
No, I didn't watch the YouTube
Ah.
video, but I could tell they were drinking whiskey.
Yeah,
just
yeah,
because
yeah.
I could hear the ice on the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless of like what you think of Elon Musk, like the dude has a car company, a spaceship company, solar
He's getting us
panels.
to Mars, baby.
Yeah, well, it's like he might not be right about everything, but where's your fucking spaceship?
Right.
You know? Like
Yeah, he turned a car into a spaceship.
right.
Fucking some Tesla Roadster out there in space somewhere.
Yeah, and he's just like who's done that other than like had 5 people in history have like made as much of an impact as
Yeah,
he
it was
has.
Nazis and Elon Musk.
Right.
Those are the only people that have gone to
Like
space.
Joan of Arc.
Even Russia fucking stole Nazis to get to space. You know what I mean?
Dude, China like posted a video of their new spaceship or whatever, and it's a total rip off of the Dragon that Elon Musk makes. Like it looks like it 100%.
That's what China does, bro.
Yeah.
They have a fake Paris with an
Really?
Eiffel Tower and everything. Yeah,
Like Vegas status.
yeah, but it's like legit. They
Oh my gosh.
they have their own Apple. They have their own Nike. They're fucking.
Yeah.
They steal everything. That's what they're
They're good at.
notorious for. Yeah,
Right.
just like fuck trademarks, fuck all this. We're China.
Yeah.
And we're
what
gonna do
what
what
are
we
you gonna
want.
do?
Yeah, we're here to make money. Go suck a dick.
You want chow mein? Let us get away. Let us have Paris.
Yeah, you want cheap iPhones? You want us
Right.
to put nets around our buildings so our employees stay alive so you get iPhones?
Dude. Yeah, that's
China does not give a fuck about people.
yeah, that's crazy to think about. Like you hate everybody at your work hates it so much. And I've had some jobs I didn't like.
Yeah, construction.
But they never had to put nets like
Mm-mm.
around. Like
Mm-mm.
the only nets at work in the United States are at circuses.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
Yeah. Under a tight wire or you
Yeah.
know something like that. Net paintball fields.
Oh.
There's a net around that.
Yeah.
Top golf.
Oh man.
Dude, I did way better at the golf course than I did at Top Golf.
Oh yeah, you went 18 holes the other day.
Yeah,
huh?
in Pagosa. It is
Oh,
fucking
sick.
beautiful, man.
Yeah, that's where I grew up.
Yeah. Well, the golf course in particular is
Mhm.
beautiful. Apple Maps can go fuck themselves because they took me to 2 wrong places.
Right.
And then I had to rely on some directions that I barely remembered and found it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the maps took me like
You mean to get to the clubhouse?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, it is hidden.
one
like
of them. Yeah, one of them
treasure
took me
box.
to the neighborhood behind, and then it was
Yeah.
just like hole 9. Like,
Yeah.
well, I can't drive from here. Like,
No.
It's fucking sand traps and a lot of people. A lot of people. Yeah.
Dude, Pagosa, because I was over there Tuesday to have dinner with my mom. They don't give a fuck. Like, they're over quarantine.
Well, yeah.
Like, I drove by a barbecue place, and there's probably 100 people in lawn chairs, like, all in the lawn, just, like, drinking beer and eating barbecue. Like,
I respect that. I mean, if they die, they die. You know?
I kind of feel like they're the sort of people that
won't die.
They won't die, and they'll, like, take responsibility for that if they do.
For sure. Yeah. A redneck will definitely be like, well, I smoked for 70 years.
Yeah.
Makes sense I got lung cancer. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Just
interesting.
Give me the hole in my throat in the little voice box.
It's pretty gangster. It's a unique voice. Everybody recognizes you when you call, you know, even if they don't have your number on their phone.
That's what happened to Val Kilmer, right? Like, he just disappeared. I think he had throat cancer.
Yeah, he got a ranch in New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was throat cancer. God damn it. This fucking, do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's something that's new, that's starting to happen.
Huh.
So we might have to pause. Or
Okay.
it will get louder, in my experience.
It's up to you, man.
All right, we're going to pause real quick because I will go fucking
Technical
crazy.
difficulties.
It's like we're picking up a space transmission or
I
something.
think the aliens are trying to talk to us.
It's happened over and over. I think I'm the chosen one. Okay.
Okay.
Talk about a fucking momentum killer.
Jesus.
Goddamn alien signals.
Alien signals in the wire.
Transmissions. That's what I was looking for.
Transmission. Dude, what about those Navy videos that had the spaceships in them? Did you see that? Or the UFOs, I mean?
Yeah, I've seen quite a few of them. Yeah.
Well, like, some came out a week or so ago,
Yeah, I didn't.
and the Navy released them.
That's true.
And we're like, here's these things that we don't know what they were.
UFOs, Navy, huh?
Yeah, they're like, it's like these flying saucer looking things going super fast, and then they just like start turning in the air, unlike like a plane could not do that. It would rip apart.
Right. Well, luckily it is at the top of the search for
Don't do the CNN one,
Yeah,
like then that idiot will just talk.
ABC News, The Telegraph. They're all fucking news agencies. That's the problem with this. Video from space. That sounds, well,
I think that looks right. Yeah, like
it's
so
moving.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Yeah, I've seen this one.
Okay, well, in like 30 seconds or so, they show one like from the side,
Uh-huh.
and it just like darts around like a plane would fucking shred to pieces if it moved that quick.
Well, they got locked onto it, which is
Mhm.
cool. I saw there was a Air Force guy on Joe Rogan, and every time the thing moved, he had videos
Uh-huh.
from like 20 years ago, and every time the thing
yeah, this is
moved,
the one.
they just could not keep track of it. Yeah, it's like that weird, like almost a pill shape.
Right, but it's gonna start like tumbling.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just Navy UFO videos if you guys want to check it out. Apparently, I am not doing enough to stay current.
Right. Well, I haven't had a lot to do recently.
Right. I've been kind of working a lot.
Yeah, shouldn't you have been laid off? Yeah, like look at it. Like a plane couldn't do that.
No
the
way.
wings would tear off.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's kind of it.
that's a common theme is the it's like a kind of like a pill shape that turns
Right.
in different ways, or like a plate. Some accounts have said.
But that's a US government like video where they're like, "Yep. This is ours."
Do you think it's a distraction to keep us from knowing about the whatever bill they're passing to take away our rights during this quarantine?
If it is, I think that's kind of a silly way to go about it.
Yeah, it should have been longer.
You're right, yeah.
Tiger King's a better argument for that.
Tiger King, I think, could have done it.
They called Netflix and they're like, "It's time. Drop Tiger King."
Operation Tiger King is a go.
What if we found that out in 15 years that this whole thing was just a conspiracy to fucking...
I think we're going to find a lot of things out in
And I
about
think
10 years and be like, ooh, yeah, we got that wrong.
Yeah, and I think it's more likely that if there are any bills passed that limit rights or there's chips in us or whatever, it's more of an opportunistic attempt than
Right.
a planned conspiracy, because this is unprecedented in most of our lifetimes. I mean, unless somebody's 100. When was the Spanish flu? Like
1918.
That's why I like you, Drew. You
Yeah.
read books and you own a house.
Yeah.
Fucking man's man.
Well, thank you. I am a man's man.
And it is topical.
It is topical. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I don't know.
Sorry. I was thinking 1920, but you're
Close
more
enough.
specific.
It lasted that long. It was like 3 years long.
Yeah.
1918, 19, and 20, I think.
Right. Interesting.
Oh yeah. I don't think this could be a conspiracy because, like, when I was in college, I did an internship with the Department of the Interior,
Mm-hmm.
and if they could like get up in the morning and tie their shoes without like tying their dick up in the shoelaces, like
Right.
that was a good day.
They got big dicks.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
impressive. Long and skinny.
long and skinny. Yeah,
Right.
looks a lot like a shoelace.
Yeah, you're barely getting my dick in a shoelace.
The point being, like, they couldn't get out of their own way. Like, I don't think the government could like pull off a conspiracy that well.
Agreed. And keep it a secret.
Right.
People are terrible at keeping secrets. If you tell
Totally.
somebody a juicy secret, that's gone.
Ooh, yeah.
That's out in the world now.
Totally.
I like to tell my juicy secrets on stage.
And then people are like, "That's not true." And you're
Exactly.
like,
It's
"Oh, yeah, it
perfect.
is."
It's the perfect cover.
Yeah.
Undercover.
Totally. What if Anthony Jeselnik had killed all those people?
That would
And
be
like he was just up there confessing, and people like, ah.
yeah, it's a better tactic than going the Jello pudding route.
Right.
Just calling Eddie Murphy and telling him not to cuss and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's weird. You've heard that story? Yeah.
I have. Like, it's familiar, but couldn't tell it to you.
Right. Well, Bill Cosby called Eddie Murphy like as he was starting to blow up and told him he needs to stop cussing so much. So Eddie Murphy then called Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor's response was, "Did the people laugh? Did you get paid? Well, then tell Bill to have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up."
Oh my God. I would go with Richard Pryor on that one.
Always. Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't care what you think about Richard Pryor, but he wasn't a pedophile or a rapist, as far as I know.
yeah, I don't know if Bill Cosby was a pedophile, but
I thought he like fucked with like 13-year-olds and shit.
I have no idea.
I could be wrong about that.
I have no idea.
Whatever
He
he did, it was
definitely raped
bad.
girls,
Yeah.
so fuck him.
Totally.
Yeah, that's no good.
No.
What's worse, getting drugged and raped or not drugged and raped? Like, is he on a higher or lower level than somebody that violently raped somebody? I mean, he's not a doctor, so he could overdose a bitch anytime.
Right. I don't feel like I am one to say what's worse. I think what I would rather have happen to me.
I'd probably rather be drugged.
Really? I was going to say.
By a dude?
Ooh, God, it's so hard.
Not
'cause,
by a
like,
chick. It's not like a chick just sits on your dick. Like, something's going in your ass.
Right, for sure.
You're going to get penetrated.
Yeah. It would be fucking gnarly, though. Like, if you got drugged, you're like, I think something happened. I don't know. Like, that would almost stick with you worse, I think, than if you're like, that dude fucked me in the ass for sure. I'm going to throw him in a wood chipper.
Yeah, I mean, consequences for said, rapist
Right.
are going to be more severe on the awake rape side. Especially if it's like a dude.
Right.
Like if you called me and you're like, "Yo, Bill Cosby just fucked me in the ass. I need your help." We'd go beat the shit out of that old man.
I'll get the crossbow.
Yeah, we just shoved Jello pudding in his mouth until he was like a fogwa,
Oh, my God.
I think you can say whatever you want about a rapist, as long as you don't drop the N-bomb.
You could call him a cunt.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if some white shitty guys like you and I were going to get away with that, I think that's how it would go down, talking about a rapist.
Right.
That's this. I'm not going to do it, but that's like as safe as I could think you could get.
To say the N-word.
What? He was a rapist. Oh, okay.
It's a hell of an argument.
Yeah,
Like, there's
I mean-
nobody defends a rapist.
Yeah. And I'm fully unqualified to.
Yeah, I don't
Make
even
that
think we should be talking about this.
No.
It is way too risky, but I'm trying to get eyeballs, Drew.
Yeah.
Controversy is good. And we're not pro-rape, obviously.
No. Very anti-rape.
Very anti-rape. That is the stance of the Greenlight Weekend.
Yes.
I won't let somebody co-host if they're not anti-rape. You know what I mean? It's one of the qualifications.
Yeah.
Other than Dave. I'm just kidding. But he's
Well,
Polish.
Dave's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
So.
and Polish. Yeah. Sorry. It's no fun to talk about
He
Polish
probably
people when
rapes
Dave's not
himself
here.
every time he jerks off.
I bet it feels that way.
Yeah, I don't want it. You have to.
Just I don't even have words to describe what's going on in my mind.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, Dave. We miss him, kind of, not really.
Kinda. He's at work. He got a job.
Yep. Back
Alright.
at Steamworks.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Are they like open?
Nah, takeout.
Okay.
And they're doing like deep cleaning projects, and they're just trying to make it as safe as possible, and probably moving tables
Right.
and storing tables to keep up. Because I'm sure when it first goes,
It'll be a little.
it'll be a little social distancy. Like
Mhm.
restaurants, especially in a town like this, and especially a restaurant as popular as Steamworks, they just cram motherfuckers in
Right.
there.
Totally.
Like if you go to the
Kind of
bathroom,
nice in that regard. Like how everything, like
Right.
people are just more
dude,
spread
I don't
out.
want to be close to people anyway.
That's
And
what
now
I'm saying.
Yeah, I was at Tractor Supply, and everybody just and let's be honest, 80% of the people at Tractor Supply not interested in masks, and they
Right.
are in the demographic that's gonna die.
Right.
They're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I almost starved 5 times as a child. I'm not scared of a cough,
Right.
So they're not wearing masks, but everybody's respecting the social distancing.
Right. Yeah. I was in Zia earlier today, and I was like in and out in like 3 minutes.
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
dude,
nice.
this is fucking sweet. We should always social distance.
That's really nice. That being said, I have been a few places like the redneck gas stations. You can choose whether you want people to wear masks or not wear masks based on what gas station you go to,
Totally.
which is so fun.
Yeah.
It's like a roll of the dice. And I like the one, like my normal gas station is redneck as fuck, and nobody's wearing fucking masks
Totally.
in there. I was the fucking queer in the room
Right.
with my fucking bandana, and I gotta be honest, halfway through I just took it down. I was
Dude, so I just wear it around my neck, and if everybody, like, I don't,
like,
I'm not afraid of getting sick. I don't really think I'm going to get
You'll be
anybody
fine,
sick,
dude.
but like, I don't want to be rude. Like, if it makes
Exactly.
somebody uncomfortable, like, I'll just put a fucking mask on. I don't want to
Exact-
make you uncomfortable.
That's the whole reason I'm doing it, is I'm just trying to show respect.
Right. Totally.
Because I only go to Tractor Supply and Sunnyside Market. Like, those are the only places I've gone because there's a fucking line to get in
Right.
Home Depot, and
Oh my
Walmart's
God,
just a
it's so gnarly.
cesspool as it is.
Yeah.
So I've just been, but the places I go is all old people.
Uh-huh.
And you can't walk in Sunnyside without mask and gloves. They
Oh,
have gloves
really?
at the door. And
That's
if you
how-
walk in without them, if you're putting them on, they will ask you to turn around
Really?
and put on your fucking gloves.
I have a little bit of admiration for people that are like, what the fuck is that?
Peacock.
Peacock, sweet.
It's
Don't-
fucking season.
You don't hear one of those every day.
I do. Every morning,
Fair
right
enough.
before bed. Yeah, they're trying to fuck right now.
Nice.
And
Go
the
get 'em.
listeners definitely know what that sounds like by now. 'cause-
Okay. Anyway, I have a lot of respect for the people that are like super hard line about.
Not wearing masks.
No, like, well, them too,
But the people
but
that wear masks.
yeah, and they're like, you have to put the mask and gloves on before you can come
Well,
in.
Sunnyside has a lot of fucking employees, and a lot of people
Right.
that run the registers are 65. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They're a family owned. They can't. It's probably an insurance thing
Oh yeah, sure.
at the end of the day.
I think that's what a lot of this reopening is going to come down to, is like a lot of businesses are going to be scared about liability if somebody, there's an
100%.
outbreak there. Like that's
Yeah.
going to be a problem.
For sure. Yeah, I saw something that Lowe's, maybe in Farmington,
Uh-huh.
there was a little bit of an outbreak there.
Oh, really?
But from every account I've heard, people that have gone there, they're like, it's fucking packed.
yeah.
Everybody's off work. They're building raised planter beds and fixing the fucking shit they've been ignoring for
Dude,
years.
I rebuilt the inside of my fucking house. I didn't have much of a choice, but
You were going to do it anyway, but yeah. But you probably have the time now.
Yeah, that's what
Without
I was going to say.
mics?
Is the timing was accelerated.
Yeah.
Dude, ugh. It was hard adjusting to no mics.
Dude, this is the only thing that's kept me sane. Like,
Yeah.
I have a couple people over a week,
Mm-hmm.
and I always ask them, what's their thing, like Bombforth. He works 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Right.
with nobody else and then goes home.
Right.
Like, I'm not real worried about Bomb Fourth.
Mm-mm.
And, you know, Callie, she's just been with her kids out in Hermosa. Not real worried about that.
Right.
Like, so I've tried to pick and choose, but it's the only way I get to see my friends.
Totally.
Like, nobody wants to just come over, but if I'm like, hey, I'll put our conversation on the internet, they're like, cool, what's up?
Sweet. Permanent record of all the horrible shit I say.
Yeah. That's why I love Callie so much. She says the most horrible shit and
In the sweetest way, though.
and cares the least by
Yeah.
far. And yeah, we got to team up on Dave a little bit. That was fun.
Was he here for that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Yeah, I want him to, like, get that in person.
Me too. Yeah, you and the Dead Room boys we did over Zoom, but those are the
Yeah, I
only
was
ones
going to
Dave hasn't
ask
been
if
here.
you did it over Zoom.
Uh-huh,
How'd
yeah.
that work?
It was great. I couldn't figure out. So the software I use is made for Mac technically, but it's
Uh-huh.
compatible. But any of the apps that like convert like the screen to the audio.
Right.
So the Zoom, I can't get to go through a channel
Uh-huh.
and record the audio on this. So I just had to do it on my phone and ran the audio through there. And the audio
Okay.
came out pretty good, but I didn't get to record any video because I don't have that much space on my phone
Right.
to record an hour and a half fucking video.
I bet
and-
your phone got so fucking hot, too.
Well, yeah, it was just propped up here. It was
Yeah.
fine.
Nice.
All the audio was going through here, but they're so funny.
Yeah.
And Jacob just
You know,
keeps getting worse. Just as
Really?
a person. Yeah, it's crazy.
you should have had one of them record it and then just send it to you.
I didn't even think about it till 30 minutes later, and then I was
Yeah.
like, "Is anybody recording the video?" And they're like, "No." It's like, "Well,
Shit.
fuck it." But next time we're gonna hook up Dave's computer here and then plug the audio through, so the audio is recorded, and we'll record the video on Dave's,
Nice.
and then I can get it from him. We'll have the whole thing.
Perfect.
Because yeah, if I had a Mac, I would have already had it figured out. But Ableton, it's just not there yet. Like you
Right.
can use it, but you don't get all the perks or all the potential out of
Right.
it. You know what I mean?
But we love Ableton if they want to sponsor the podcast.
I fucking love Ableton. I use it.
Perfect.
I chose it over Pro Tools. Just
Really?
yeah,
Hmm.
mostly because I think it was the one that Phil downloaded first.
Nice. That's how I make a lot of decisions.
Yeah,
You know?
100%. Yeah, just go with your gut.
Right. Just like back to the masks thing. I went to Nature's Oasis and then the auto parts store to get oil to change.
Just
And
flip of the coin.
oh my God,
Yeah.
like 180%
yeah, I got the
degrees.
yeah. I also got the what's this queer doing here when I walked into Napa with a
Totally.
and it was just on my neck. 'Cause
Yeah.
I like to read the room, but yeah, and it's a purple bandana. I don't know if that has anything to do with it.
Mine's like a red, cute little buff thing.
Oh,
I look like an idiot.
that's fair.
Yeah.
I like your hat. It's fly
Thanks,
as
man. That
fuck.
is fly.
Well done, Second Avenue Sports.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's the colors, dark blue or dark red. Yeah, that's
yeah,
nice.
and then
dude.
like the trim on it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. It makes it look way better. Yeah,
Totally.
I like the trim. I'm thinking about making some hats.
You should, man.
Yeah,
I'd wear one.
just
of those.
nice and clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the problem with most, like, you see it a ton at dirt bike races. The T-shirts they do, they're like, oh, my buddy's got Microsoft Paint. I'm going to have him make a T-shirt. And then they just try and, like, put
So
every
loud.
dirt bike-related picture they can onto this shirt. And it's like,
No simplicity.
yeah, simple's better. Simple's better.
Simple as better.
I'm very simple when I think it's better.
I thought Dave was sitting in that chair for.
I said simple, not Polish.
Yeah. So into being Polish. Oh, fun fact: Dave looked up the, and it's not in the UK; it's in Europe. Polish or Poland, because I'm a fucking idiot. I said UK on the Dead
Yeah.
Room
EU.
podcast, but yeah, in Europe, Poland is in the top 10 of largest dicks, which is far less impressive than the biggest dicks in Europe, which Dave has been spouting off for 13 episodes.
The old.
So they're in the top 10, but it's like, yeah, it's like being the smartest kid on the short bus. It's not that impressive.
You know what Ricky Bobby says, if you ain't first, you're last.
Exactly. And being the smartest kid on the short bus, there's a little power there. There's a
Right.
potential for perks.
Big
you know what I
fish,
mean?
small pond.
But if you're the top 10 smartest kid on the short bus, shit, there's only 15 of us. Like, it's
Yeah.
not.
Totally.
Nothing to brag about.
We're only 5 away from last place.
Yeah. Yeah. Tried to
What?
get him to whip his dick out a few times. He
Really?
won't do it. Yeah.
I'm a grower, not a shower, bro.
I am. I don't have a big soft dick, but I have a pretty okay hard dick.
Mine's fine. I'm
Yeah.
happy with it.
Nope.
Dude, have you ever like
I got a weird bump
really?
since I was a young boy.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's a cyst.
Nice.
Yeah.
A dick cyst.
Dick cyst.
First album name.
Yeah, I mean, the dick cyst and the herpes and
It all just runs together.
yeah, there's a lot going on. The crabs fight off the herpes. The dick cyst just holds down the base. You know what I mean?
Dude, I like
Ripped for her pleasure.
I ripped my dick the other day. Like just a little bit.
Oh my god.
It,
The word ripped is aggressive.
well, like this, like when you split your
Uh-huh.
lip,
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
was,
Because it's tight skin.
yeah. And like, I was getting a little frisky with someone, and like we were drunk, and
So
like,
hard dick.
hard dick,
Right.
drunk sex, lubrication isn't working out as great as it could have been.
Natural lubrication?
Natural lube
or
wasn't
added?
quite there. Well, we added, but still, it was just like one of those times. Yeah.
Spit is the devil's lube.
Mhm. And yeah, just had a little moment, and I was like, I have not.
Was it
felt that.
friction related?
I think it's friction related.
I've been close,
Yeah.
but I pulled back.
You highly recommend
More
pull
lube.
back. Yeah.
Go,
Dude,
go.
and I knew too. I was like, I need to like
I
get
just
some
ripped my
lube.
dick skin.
Well, no, I was like, I need to get some lube for sure, and didn't. Kept going, and then it
Right.
was just like,
Older
oh,
lady or?
fuck. No. Nice young woman.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It's not always. Yeah, and everybody's different.
Right.
There's a whole spectrum of humidity and vaginas.
Dude, like while we're on the subject, do you know what else is weird? Is it's a moist tropical region in some, a barren desert in others, but
Yeah.
like hip width is a big factor too.
Yeah.
Like I've been with like skinnier chicks with like smaller hips, and
It's
you
a
like,
challenge.
yeah, you like can't fit the puzzle pieces
Yeah,
together.
you're down
quite
there
right.
for 10 minutes and you're just like, I still don't think this is going to work. I had one of those.
Right.
Yeah. And that was like the last string. I was like, it's not going to work out long term.
Right.
I tried,
Yeah.
And there was
Oh, yeah.
there was other fucking checks on the board
Other
too.
red flags.
Yeah. But I was just like, well, if we can't even make up through sex easily,
Right.
you know what I mean? It's one thing if you can just get to banging. Obviously, a little foreplay is generally necessary, but 10 minutes isn't enough. It's not going to be a long-term thing. I don't know.
Mm-mm.
And I feel like I'm not doing it for her. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, hip width. Yeah, my girlfriend's real skinny, but she's got decent hips. She's got
Yeah,
mass on
it's
her.
maybe not skinny. Like it could have just been the person, but like some people have like a hip construction.
But the girlfriend the girl I'm talking about, it didn't work out.
Right.
There wasn't like a noticeable ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're thinner hipped for sure.
Yeah. Are you a
That's
tit
where
man or an
Asians
ass
come
man,
in.
Brian? Let's get down to the brass tacks
Take a
here.
guess, bro. I'm an ass man.
Yeah, I was gonna go with ass.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. Tits are cool, but only if they come with an ass.
Right.
I would
Dude,
rather
it's
have an ass
weird.
and smaller breasticles
Mhm.
than have big tits and no ass. What are you
That's
supposed
so
to do with
weird.
that?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's like fucking a refrigerator box from behind.
yeah.
Dude, I'm so glad you came. My brain is firing like it hasn't in weeks.
Nice.
Just trying to make your friends laugh.
Totally. Oh man.
Do you want to smoke weed? I can get you another pipe, or you can use this.
Yeah, I'll share.
I'm seemingly fine.
I'm seemingly fine too.
Yeah. And I have shared a pipe with Dave, but he's been tested twice.
Really?
Yep.
Because he thought he had it?
No, through W.J. Doyle, because he was doing a little part-time stuff there, and they paid to get him tested. So he was like, it's stupid not to. Like, they made the appointment. I'm off today.
Right.
All I have to do is walk in.
Yeah, I haven't been tested, but I haven't been sick or like.
Yeah, my big concern is I feel like it makes sense that I would be asymptomatic or you
Right.
and could potentially pass it on to somebody else. Hence the fucking face mask.
Right.
It's respect.
But by the same token, too, like, I haven't been around anybody other than, like, at the store when I got shit on my face.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I've been around everybody you've seen on this podcast.
Right.
But the person I've been around most has been tested twice. And my girlfriend works at a bank. Like, I can only...
Right.
She touches money. I can only protect myself so much, you know? I feel like you're way safer than even my girlfriend at points.
I think it'd still be, like, kind of a stretch to, like, what's somebody gonna, like, cough on some money and then it rubs around in their pocket for a long ass time.
Or just cough on their hand as they're walking in the bank.
Right. Oh, I thought you can walk in. I thought it was all, like...
Oh, yeah. You're right. Or cough on their hand before they turn the shit, you know?
Right.
It's possible.
It's possible, but I think probably unlikely.
And she's not the only one working there. And
Right.
they all have significant others that are going to stores, some of whom may not be wearing face masks. Like,
Right.
you know, the risk just starts multiplying.
Yeah.
And
It's exponential.
yeah, so I'm just trying to I'm just practicing social distancing with my family.
Right.
Because I went and saw my family it was my stepmom's birthday last Sunday, and
Mhm.
Mother's Day is this Sunday.
Right.
And then fucking Father's Day happens, and then the next week is my dad's birthday. Every year, they just, like, drain me.
Yeah.
It's so rude.
We want everything.
Just time, and, you know, I don't go crazy with gifts, but I definitely spend some money.
Right.
It's rude not to, at least on one of them.
Yeah.
You got to hit one of them.
I feel like, I mean, the only person I have to do that for now is my mom, but I feel like that's, like, the go-to.
Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
if you're going to do a gift, like, oh, dads don't want gifts.
Well, I send my mom flowers on her birthday and
Nice.
stuff because she lives in Phoenix, obviously.
Right.
And, dude, 1-800-Flowers and Pro Flowers and all that shit, not cheap.
Really?
Even with a promo code, you're dropping a bill.
Yeah.
Or you look like a cheap ass and you're dropping $75. So you might as well drop the bill to look
Right.
good for your fucking mom.
Yeah.
You know, every time she walks out of her room in the morning, sees beautiful flowers, not just like the 6 shitty ones they gave you for $75.
Especially Lisa.
Yeah.
She deserves good flowers.
She's the best, dude.
The
Yeah, so I sent her flowers, dope ones on her birthday, but I hooked her up with I just did Amazon gift card this
Right.
year for Mother's Day because due to quarantine, your boy's a little broke for one. And I thought flowers that are going to die in a week
Right.
might be less valuable than here's money on Amazon.
Right, totally. Plus, like, that's the fucking place everybody's shopping now.
Yeah. Yeah, my mom loved that shit.
Love that shit.
And in Phoenix, you actually get shit the next day, you know?
Mhm. Oh,
Here-
yeah, sick.
Yeah, here we're in the middle of nowhere. It's
They
not
don't care
happening.
about us. They're barely people.
Yeah.
I tried to make, like, breakfast shit, like the tortillas or whatever, and, like, sausage like your mom made this morning.
Tortillas and sausage.
Yeah, like the eggs and sausage, and then she
Hash
made
browns?
the gravy. Or hash browns, yeah.
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
Yeah, it's not easy, dude.
No.
I've tried multiple times. Not easy.
Because there's not that many ingredients, but...
But there's an order of operations.
Yeah, like, you got to
Yeah,
time it.
You
like,
boil the
perfectly.
potatoes, and then you throw them in oil while you're cooking the sausage. Then you throw, like, the half-cooked sausage in the shit.
Right.
Then you get some eggs going. Or you can put holes in the hash brown sausage mix and
Uh-huh.
break eggs into them.
Oh, sick.
Delicious,
I bet.
bro. Delicious. I have successfully done that.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Just because I tried 10 times, you know what I mean?
Right.
It didn't come out right the first time, but
For
I was
sure.
determined. Because when
Yeah.
it's done right, it's my favorite thing in the world.
That's how you do anything great, is you just
Practice.
apply determination and practice, yeah.
James has a song. The chorus is practice makes better.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no such thing as perfect.
Right. There you go.
But it's a great song. It makes me happy. Dude, Tripp's got a new song coming, and it's my favorite thing he's ever done.
Really?
And it's like, it just got put away for 2 years, 3 years,
Uh-huh.
and they just brought it back to life and remastered it and shit.
Right.
And it sounds so good.
Was it good before, or did it?
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
always my favorite one.
Sick.
Yeah. But I guess the audio quality maybe wasn't on point, so James went back through it and fucking made it all dope.
Uh-huh.
But the second that is available to me, it will be the intro outro
Right.
for
a long time.
months. Yeah. Months.
Sick.
Because it is so good. The chorus is, "It's a new day, wake up, let the sun hit your ass." It makes me so happy. Makes me want to live on a nudist colony.
There you go. Yeah. I feel like you would adapt well to a nudist colony.
Yeah, every year. So there's these elm trees planted
Uh-huh.
that block my window from my neighbor's window, my bedroom window.
Yeah.
And every year I cut them down because I'm just trying to make space
Yeah.
in the yard. But this year, they're already like to the bottom of the window.
Right.
So I'm just going to let them grow.
See what happens.
Yeah, because my girlfriend, her dresser's on the side of the window.
Yeah.
And it would be so much easier for her to find shit without turning on the light if she could just open the window a little.
Right.
Because we have blackout curtains.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm just going to let the elms grow, and then I get to go dick out everywhere in the house.
Woo.
The kitchen and the living room are a little interesting.
Yeah, my living room's super interesting because it's got that big window.
And you're in town.
And I'm in town. I mean, if you just kind of look before you jack or go through there.
Well, that's what I do. Every
Yeah.
time I'm naked, like, especially at night when the lights are on.
Yeah.
Like when you're going to close the curtains.
Totally.
That's the most interesting. If I'm in bed and I'm like, fuck, I gotta close the windows, and I'm not putting on pants for that.
No.
This is my home.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there's a lot less opportunity for people to be like in range of my house, and they have to be down at the road, so there's a lot of distance. My dick's so small. What are the odds?
You can't see.
They're gonna see a person.
Right.
Maybe if I was just jerking off and I was like, oh, I gotta close the windows. Which has happened.
Somebody's caught you jerking off?
No. In the
Okay.
middle of jerking off, I've been like, fuck, I forgot to close the windows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of shame. I figure if you're like looking in my bedroom window while I'm jerking
No,
off,
not
that's on you.
not in the bedroom. I'm like, I forgot to close the windows in the living room, so it's
Oh.
gonna be freezing in the morning.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
just like things I forgot.
I totally.
Just like, is the
yeah, I
porch
wasn't
light on?
tracking. Dude, I did that with the garage door today. I left to go on that ride, got like 2 blocks, and
Was it open?
no.
Of course.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
was like, I
trust
don't
yourself
remember-
at some point. But I do that all the time at work.
Yeah.
All the time. And I'm always it was always a waste of time. But you think to go back and check. It was
Yeah.
It was
it's
always done.
closed.
Yeah.
But I hate not remember doing it.
Well, that means you're so fucking it's Pavlovian.
Right.
You know what I mean? To accomplish certain things. Or like open a well when I leave or something like that. Or you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
there's certain shit that you just do automatically, but I always turn around. I can be 10 minutes away. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, if I'm wrong,
The consequences are too high.
Yeah, if I'm wrong, they lost a lot of money and we're getting a fine tomorrow. So
Yeah.
might as well turn around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants that on you.
Yeah. I drank a fuckload of water today and I gotta pee. Do you
break.
mind if we take a pee break?
Not at all.
All right, you got any closing words for this section?
No, I think we're good. Why don't you go tinkle?
I'm gonna tinkle.
Tick-
It's unpredictable.
Unpredictable.
You'd think it'd be super predictable. The metronome
Yeah.
before you record. You'd think that would be like fucking uniform,
Right.
but it is not. You just wait till you see shit start moving.
That's funny. Yeah, watch the lines. Have you been writing any jokes?
Dude, my best. Last night I was ready to go to bed
Uh-huh.
and something came to mind and I ended up in here for an hour and 10 minutes writing jokes.
Nice.
I finally found a flow, you know? I've been
Right.
trying for so long. I got premises and all this, but I had like 3 or 4 jokes last night that I just like put in some time on,
Sick.
and that was super exciting for me.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't had like that long of a spell, but like every once in a while I'll be walking or like falling
Yeah.
asleep and something will hit me and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, I probably
That's-
have 8 unexplored premises in my phone at least,
Mhm.
you know? Because I just haven't felt it, man. Like, some
Me
funny,
either.
and I'll be like, ha, and I'll put that in my phone, but I haven't dug into it at all.
Right. Yeah.
But last night, I finally, so I thought of a premise, and I was like, I was watching something, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then it just started, like, a whole joke started forming in my mind. Like, it started with, like, the setup for, like, all the information you need to
Right.
understand the funny punchline.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, I have to go right now.
Yeah.
Grab my notebook, just came in here because this is the only place I can really.
It's a nice place.
This is
for
a
it, though.
workspace, you know?
Yeah.
Like when
totally.
I'm in here, I never sit in here and watch YouTube videos. I have a fucking TV with a nice couch to do that, you know, with a fan and the windows open. It's gorgeous. But in here, this is a workspace.
Mm-hmm.
It's turning more and more into the man cave as Kelly has moved in.
Oh, yeah.
It's the space she won't. It's like the line she really won't cross unless I tell her to, you know?
Yeah. How long did she move in ago?
Well, she basically moved in at the very start of the quarantine.
Right.
Because her roommate came back from Vegas, like, the next day. So she was just like, fuck.
Dude.
So she just stayed away from her house for, like, 3 weeks. And nothing happened, luckily.
Yeah.
But, and then she went home for, like, a night. Like, she's been gone, like, this is, like, night 3 since quarantine started.
Really?
Yeah. And that's because she's not feeling good. But it's not quarantine, or it's not corona.
No, she drank too much.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
I had a little headache today, and I was on that long-ass bike ride.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you fucking sweat it out.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about a good workout after a day of drinking. Like, you have to earn it, but if you do, you're good.
Hangover's gone.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to suffer for that relief.
Yeah, just work it out.
Nothing in life comes easy, Drusiv.
No. Yeah, it's hard writing jokes that aren't
Corona related.
I mean, I don't that's the wrong way to say that. It's not hard doing that. I would hate to do that. I don't want to write corona jokes. I have a couple, but
well, you have to give a little window into your experience because it's not only your experience, but it's the whole world's.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the most relatable thing you can say right now is being stuck in my house, and then if you have a unique take on it,
yeah,
like something
exactly.
that only happened, or if you ripped your dick, that's a punchline, baby.
Right. There you go.
For sure. That's what happened to you during
Yeah.
quarantine. You know what I mean? That's a unique experience.
Exactly. Plus, I feel like you have to address it too. Like when we go back to doing mics and shows, it's like, where you guys been for 3 months?
Yeah,
or
you can't be
whatever?
like, I was talking to somebody on the street last week.
Yeah,
Everybody's
'cause
like,
no, you
bullshit.
weren't. And if you did, you're a fucking murderer.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
Piece of shit. Probably wasn't wearing a mask.
Drooling all
Son of
over
a
himself.
bitch. Yeah, just spreading. Yeah, he's coughing, sneezing and shit. The most projectile of human, that's what I'm looking for here.
Garbage filled.
Sure, yeah. God damn it, I lost it. Oh,
And you never had it.
yeah. Do you like UFC at all?
I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not like
Do you know who Tony Ferguson is?
I know the name.
Do you know who Justin Gaethje is?
No.
Interesting. Yeah, so
I don't
you're
know anything.
yeah, if you're there and there's a fight going on, you can be into it, but
Right. It's
there's
like
no
a plain
following it.
hamburger. I'd never order one, but I'd never say no to one either.
right. I literally listen to a podcast that is about fighting, you know. So I like it a little more, but it's hard for me to pay $70 for a fucking pay-per-view.
Right.
But it's been so long now that I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Like,
I mean, I don't listen to podcasts about like riding bikes or riding moto either.
okay.
Like, I don't really watch races. Like, I watch some races,
Right.
but
I used to be balls deep into it, man.
I'm just saying, like,
Anything on 2 wheels, much shit.
fuck yeah. But I just don't really like watch events,
Right.
whether it's UFC or
Right.
something I'm like fucking into. Because like fighting's your thing.
Yeah, I'd just been a fan for a long time.
Right.
And after training, it's just like you have the utmost respect for the things that some people can pull off, you know? what I
Right.
mean?
Oh, totally. It's crazy, like, seeing a real, like, moto racer, like a real pro or a real downhill rider.
Yeah.
Like, they are doing a different
They're
sport
breaking
from what
track
I'm
records
doing.
and shit.
Yeah. But
just-
like, I am not doing the same sport as them, even though I
agreed.
use the same equipment.
But I bet you see like a mountain bike video and have a little different, like, probably more respect for some of the things you see, whereas, or from when I'm watching it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, if it's a Red Bull fucking video, this is the best of the best.
Right.
But
As good as it gets.
you see it so many times, you're like, oh, this is what people do now.
Right.
You know, but it's only that many people, and if you actually participate in that, you understand it a little more,
Well, there's only
or compete.
12 of the best or something, maybe 20, like 20 people on earth that can hit like 70-foot step downs and trick them. Like, I can't fucking do. I'll never be able to do
I
that.
don't-
It's so big.
I'm not interested at all.
Yeah.
I'd rather hit a 70-foot step up on a dirt bike.
Right.
Just
I'd have a
fucking
better
pin it.
chance. I'd
Yeah.
have a way better chance.
Yeah, just pin it.
It'll maybe like you'll crash at the top. Worst case.
Yeah, but if you see people do it,
Yeah.
like at Aztec, there's always been that like 30, 40-foot step up, and it's doable.
I'll hit
Just
that.
fucking hit it. You
Yeah.
know? And if you crash, you're only that far from the ground.
There's a
like-
sick one in Monticello too at Bull Hollow Raceway. It's a little bigger than that one, I think. Like not as big of a gap, but like you got to go higher.
Right.
It's sick.
Steeper.
It's pretty scary to hit though, especially if it's windy and you just like get all sideways.
Yeah, I've definitely eaten shit doing the step up at Aztec. But
Really?
like I said,
Yeah.
I just didn't make it, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Like
Yeah.
I was going the same direction as the ground.
Yeah.
It's not like I dropped hard, you know? It's just
Totally.
like you're floating.
Yeah.
Those
But
are my favorite kind of jumps.
I'm sure fighting it's similar though. Like the really good people, like you just can't imagine doing moves or like being that
No,
like
no,
composed
yeah.
about it.
Like hit a bag or hit mitts and
Mhm.
let somebody start getting complex with it, with ducking your head and
Right.
fucking moving out of the way. Like once you get to that and see how fucking hard that is, and then you see dudes like throwing full speed at each other, but each of them are blocking or ducking
Yeah.
every
moving
other
around.
shot. It's fucking crazy. Just the level of composure in the chaos is
Mhm.
so goddamn impressive. And if somebody gets knocked out, there's something primal in me that's like, ah,
Yeah.
you know, I love that shit. And I think there's a fear of missing out on like tonight's card. There's the early prelims, the prelims, and the main event.
Right.
And the early prelims are amazing fights that would be
Right.
like Fox Fight Nights or ESPN Fight Nights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And nobody's going to see those because nobody has fucking Fight Pass anymore since they did the deal with ESPN. But like the super, super hardcores will see them, but I won't.
Right.
Like I'm not paying $12 a month for Fight Pass for one fight
right.
every 2 weeks.
But
Yeah.
that's like $12 a month, so that's like $6 a fight.
Yeah, but you got to have
All the other
You gotta have
shit.
ESPN Plus,
Oh,
and then if
okay.
there's a pay-per-view, it's $70, and it's just, you know, there's a lot added on.
Okay, I gotcha.
But every fight on the card, like the prelims, are Cowboy Cerrone and Anthony Pettis. That's a headlining fight,
Cool.
and that's the prelims.
Yeah.
So that
Oh, okay.
just to show you like the level of
Right.
like every fight has knockout potential, and the main
Mhm.
event is Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje, and it's described as like the most violent contest they can find because they haven't been able to do fights in 7 weeks.
Right.
4 events have been canceled,
Yeah.
so all the gangster shit they just put on this one.
Hmm.
It's exciting, and there's some hot
Um,
chicks. It'll be fun.
Do any of the fighters like have beef with each other? Or are they all cool?
Some of them, I mean,
Yeah.
there's 2 title fights tonight, and one of them at 135. They've been talking a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think they like actually don't like him, or they just
Uh-huh.
really?
Yeah, you can tell when it's for show. Like Conor McGregor,
Yeah.
He's-
when he just likes talking.
he's
shit.
making money. He knows what works, and goddamn, it works. But
It's pretty fun to watch, though.
yeah, he's
Like the performance of it.
yeah, and it's the worst when people are trying to make money but they're not good at talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's the worst. It's the most unlikable thing you can see on TV.
It's like a bad open mic. Right?
They're acting like
Yeah.
that's no good. You gotta throw some heart into that.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same with music too. Like you can tell when a band is just like, we're here to like get the door and copy some songs, versus like a band that's like coming up with their own music and they're good at it and like really are working at it.
Cover bands are great if they're great, but if you're gonna be a cover band, you better be fucking good.
Yeah, totally. Like,
There's a perfect example of how to do the song right here.
yeah,
Like if you can't see something that's been done before and then excel at it, like fuck off, dude.
and nobody wants your variation.
Yeah, compared to a great band that's only playing originals, I mean, that's 2 sides of it. That's the creativity and proficiency. That's
sure.
But a great cover band like Get the Let Out, or yeah, I think they're Get the Let Out.
Yeah,
They come to town every now and then.
yeah,
Yeah, I saw them at the college and they're fucking good, man. Really, really. And I'm a huge Led Zeppelin fan, and I was fucking impressed.
Really?
Yeah, I was having a great time.
Hell yeah.
Felt like I was reliving childhood. And I never saw Led Zeppelin, obviously.
Yeah.
But
That's got to be a
That's
bit
when
of
I
a
heard 'em.
mind fuck, though, to be in a cover band. Like, I'm not saying what they do is easy, but, like, I don't know.
you have to be
they're
the
basically taking a piece of art that already exists.
piece
and,
of
like,
history. Yeah.
Yeah, a piece of history. And giving their take on it. And, like, there'll be, like,
There's no
limits of
their take
ability.
on it.
But I mean, like,
It's
limits of their ability and, like,
There's none of that.
no.
No. Sounds like Robert fucking Plant.
Jesus.
Sounds, dude, it is. There's no, it sounds like the album.
That's crazy.
And it's live music, and there's a bunch of people around you having a great time, which we won't experience for 3 months probably.
Do you see, like, pictures of people at concerts and, or, like, in, like, groups of people and just think, holy fuck, that's crazy.
Dude, when you watch a special.
Yeah.
I just rewatched Tom
Oh,
Segura's
yeah.
last night, and just because it's that fucking good.
Uh-huh.
But just to see crowds, I was like, ooh. I think that's what enticed the writing.
Yeah.
Because I've been like hesitant to watch comedy
Yeah.
because I don't want to be sad.
It's funny how
It's
that
like
works.
having a dead dog and you're watching old videos of the dog playing fetch or something. That'll
Oh my
just make you sad.
Unlike the old film thing that you got to
Yeah.
pull the screen down. Just sitting next to it like,
projector.
"Ugh,
Ah,
Charlie, I miss you.
that's the worst. That's how I feel about comedy.
Yeah.
But last night, and places are opening up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
There's
it's
a
gonna
light
be,
at the end of the tunnel.
but it's a long fucking road to get there for having shows again. I
Maybe
think.
not for open mics though, because there's only fucking 10 people there anyway. Drew.
Yeah. On a good night.
On a good night at Moe's, brother.
Yeah.
We've had some real good. The more people there are at Moe's, the harder it is.
Moe's is one of my favorite mics though.
Yeah.
It's just so hard, and like when you eat shit, a piece of you dies inside.
Yeah, dude. Next time we do 8th Ave Tav, I think you got to go first or second.
Really?
Like, they lose their interest in comedy. And I think I lose my confidence as the mic goes on.
Right.
When I'm 8th or 6th, just like everybody that involves just steals my confidence a little more.
That's the worst at like laugh therapy when it's like going good for like 25 minutes and then the person before you just eat shit. You're like, oh fuck, I gotta start.
Yeah, but
all
if you got a
over."
banger,
yeah,
if you got something hot, because that's what they want. Laugh
Right.
therapy is the best because they understand somebody can suck, but the people that suck are also the ones that run the light too long. You've run the light, but you've seen people bombing continue to run the light. Like, no, I can get him. Like, no, you can't.
Right.
You had 5 minutes.
yeah, like that's an act of desperation. Whereas when I run the light, it's like an act of greed.
No,
Isn't
me
it
too.
just-
Yeah. Yeah. I was kind of a piece of shit at one bar in Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah, but the guy, he was super nice.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I think he waited too long to give me the light because I think I had 8 minutes and I think I did 12.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sick.
I felt like a piece of shit,
At
but
a
I had the
show?
crowd. What was Mike?
Oh, okay.
And I was like the last comic, I
Dude,
think.
can you imagine doing 8 minutes right now? Like that is such a different experience from what the last couple months have been.
I had a hard time doing a 3-minute intro.
Yeah.
Talk about something that's easy to play at and organize. There's no crowd. You get as many shots as you want at it.
Uh-huh.
And goddamn, I took that today because I just couldn't nail it. Earlier, my voice was shaky, but I think I was cold.
Okay.
Well, in the morning, it's cold in this room.
You weren't just like scared,
I don't think so.
but you had to do it 3 times.
Yeah. Well, I didn't use anything I recorded this morning, and I tried twice this morning.
Oh my gosh.
And then I nailed it on the second time this afternoon. Go fuck yourself, Drew. Intros are hard, bro, because
Clearly.
I actually have a responsibility now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you're all grown up.
huh?
You're all grown up.
Barely.
Barely.
But it's going to cover some expenses, which is nice. But yeah, just to
Shout out to Dead Room Comedy.
shout out to
by the
Dead
way.
Room Comedy. They'll probably be in the intro. I have to do at least 20 reads for them in the calendar year.
Whoa.
But I've done almost 20 podcasts in 7 weeks. So
Yeah.
Well, this is 14. I guess 20 is a little bit of a reach.
Would have been nice if you could end the quarantine episodes on like 13.
Yeah. I feel like I want to get Phil in here for 100.
Mhm. Oh, right.
He's not breastfeeding. You know what I mean?
I mean, he might be.
We can get Phil a little fucked up. And then, yeah, somebody's going to have to get him home. Dude, the best. I think one of my favorite episodes we've ever done, Callie's was damn good.
Yeah.
It was damn good. She came in ready to fucking make people laugh. You know when Callie's like real nervous at a comedy show? And she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Pants.
Yeah. Well, before Mike's, when she's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Or before a show, she's like, I don't have a set list. And then she crushes.
Right.
It was like that. She was like, hey, guys, kind of weird. Haven't seen you in a while. And then hit record, and she just crushes
Nice. I'm going to have to
for
listen.
90 minutes.
She's bad.
She's a bad bitch.
Bad bitch.
One of my friends, Unique Cortez,
Uh-huh.
has a song called Bad Bitch.
How's that?
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Unique Cortez.
Unique Cortez. She now lives in Nashville. She sells real estate. Hit her up.
Okay.
Hit up your girl if you need a house in Nashville.
I kind of do need a house in Nashville. That place is sick.
Yeah, and it seemingly, if you go like 10 minutes out, you can get a pretty all right price.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
People live in Tennessee for a reason. It's not because it's the shit. It's because it's as cool as it is expensive.
Right. Those peacocks are pretty distracting, or whatever they are.
That'll help.
Thanks. Yeah, I like Tennessee. I do those.
I feel
or
like there's
used
lots
to.
of ticks.
There are lots of ticks, and they're teeny little, fucking horrible things.
If you're going to deal with the tick, I want a big one.
I want to see my enemy.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Nothing's scarier than, something small enough to swim in my dick, at least. That's terrifying.
Yeah. It's a small creature.
Small critter. Yeah, I got
Small
ants
critter.
in my yard that won't fit in my dick hole.
God damn.
But I got some pretty gnarly bugs out here. Like when
It's just like spiders, though. Spiders are gnarly.
pretty decent sized ants. Like,
Those just kind of hurt when they bite, though. Like
Yeah,
a spider will
for
fuck you
sure.
up.
yeah, and the wasp, like the flying threats,
Mhm.
are pretty high out here.
There's a lot of them.
It's very deserty. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the variety. Like the variety of hives that form under my porch
Oh, really?
they're more than I knew. You know, I saw some new ones. And I got some shit that lives in the ground. Some flying yellow things
Huh.
over there.
You should just poison them all.
I thought about it, but I let my dog out
I
everywhere.
know. That's always my conundrum.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't like it's just shitty how poison you can't control what it kills. Like, it'll just.
Yeah,
If
it
it
just
goes
goes,
into the
through the
water,
ecosystem
yeah.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so goddamn good. It's never done. Killing
Right.
shit.
Yeah, it just kills forever.
Yeah, that's my big thing. So I had a pack rat situation under my house, and it got to the point where like they were in my vents and shit. That's why I don't
Uh-huh.
use my heater. And I saw some poison out at the ranch, and it was like brand new, unopened.
Yeah.
And I brought it home, and I just never used it because I'm like, eventually, like my dog could get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, yeah, what's going to eat this fucking rat after
Totally.
it eats that? And then I'm the piece of shit that poisoned the fucking mountain lion in the neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's going to die right in the middle of the road. Some fucking hippie around
With
here
its
is going to get
middle
it
finger
tested.
up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
We're going to start searching properties for poison.
Yeah, I get hornet's nests in my eaves.
Yeah.
I'll poison the fuck out of those.
I just spray them with shit.
Yeah, that's what
Sometimes
I'm saying,
brake
like
cleaner.
Oh, really? I
Oh,
spray
yeah.
them with like a foaming like hornet killer.
It depends on
That's
what I
awesome.
have at the moment.
Yeah.
And I leave them until one of them gets ballsy enough to fuck with me while I'm doing yard work.
Right.
Like, if I'm swatting their nest, yeah, I expect to fight.
Right.
But when I'm raking the fucking grass or the dirt,
Yeah.
fuck you if you sting me. And now everybody dies.
Yeah, I had one try and get me going into my car one day. I'm like, I'm not like even fucking with you guys.
Yeah.
You're all gonna die now, though.
Dude, I parked my Jeep over there where
Uh-huh.
the little greenhouse was. And, Yeah, that's where the fucking hornets, the hornate, is living in the ground. And these little fucks thought the Jeep was their territory.
Right.
So I got in there the day I was selling it.
Oh, no.
Like, I checked it, like, the night before, but it was cold.
Uh-huh.
So I think they were all
Yeah.
dormant. So I got in there, I cleaned everything up, but it was dark. And then the next morning, got in there, started it up, and there was a little bit of a war going on in the cab of the Jeep.
Oh, shit.
So I rolled every fucking window down. I was hitting shit with my hat.
Oh, my God.
Fucking cunts.
Those are cunts.
I might have poured gas in that hole.
I would have.
Little fire.
Little fire. Just a little fire.
Yeah, I had a shovel. I have so many fire extinguishers. I think I could get out of a forest fire situation,
Right.
That's
yeah,
what-
you have like the refiller thing.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you just got to add nitrogen. I don't have nitrogen anymore.
There's
You got to rent
plenty.
nitrogen bottles.
Most of the atmosphere is nitrogen.
Yeah, but it's hard to pressurize it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know about who's the guy that turned nitrogen in the air to nitrogen in the dirt into fertilizer? He also made Zyklon A.
I have no idea.
Ah, fuck. I know this. Oh well.
Oh,
One
well.
guy figured out how to turn nitrogen from the air into
Yeah.
nitrogen you can put in the ground to fertilize your crops. The same guy figured out how to gas the Jews.
Jesus. So he's German.
Well, yeah. And he made Zyklon A. It's the Haber method. It's coming back.
Uh-oh.
And so the Zyklon A, he made and purposely put a molecule in it that gave it a scent,
Huh.
so you would know if it was in the air, because it's just super deadly.
Right.
And that it's like,
So you'd know like you're gonna die.
yeah, but I think
basically.
it was used as weed killer initially or something
Oh,
like that.
okay.
And then the Germans figured out how to take the scent molecule out of it, and
Mhm.
that's how they gassed the Jews. So the same guy that's responsible for feeding over half the population, like half the population's vegetable intake,
Uh-huh.
is only because of the Haber method.
Crazy.
Like that's where the nitrogen came from to feed the crops that they ate.
Huh.
He's the same guy that's responsible for killing just countless Jews.
I don't feel like he's responsible. Like it sounds like
Well,
He
his
provided
brain,
the tool.
his brain.
I don't think that counts.
Not
Maybe
as
the
far
tool.
as malicious. I'm just
Right.
saying the technology.
They would have if they didn't have him though. They would have found another.
Yeah, you
way.
can pump a lot of shit into a
would've used
sealed
brake
room to kill
clean.
people. Exactly. I only use brake clean when something stings me. There's no wasp spray around. Oh, fuck you guys.
I got this.
I use brake clean because it's poisonous and it goes that far. You know?
And if you're out of brake clean, carb clean will work.
Yeah. Either or. Yeah.
Yeah.
Carbon choke. Yeah.
Fuck them.
They're highly
Not
pressurized.
the Jews, the Hornets. To be clear.
Which, yeah.
Oh man, they are having like such a bad time about all this with the funerals, like in Brooklyn. Like the Hasidic Jews, I guess, it's a tight community in Brooklyn.
What's it, Shivas? What, you sit Shiva after somebody dies? For like 7 days?
I don't know. Could be.
I've been watching a lot of Jewish stuff lately. Have
Really?
you seen Hunters on Amazon?
I saw that it exists. I wanted to watch
Watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
It's
good.
fucking damn good. Al
Sick.
Pacino killing Nazis. It's
Really?
dope. Yeah.
Oh man.
Dope.
You can call Nazis cunts for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hornets are the Nazis of insects, is what I
They're
would say.
they even wear very similar outfits.
Agreed. Very
Yeah.
uniform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
They all
uniform.
seem like they're on meth.
Yep. I hate them.
Yeah.
Did you know like bees, if a hornet tries to get in their nest, they'll like vibrate their wings
Uh-huh,
together
to
and like
overheat 'em.
cook it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking gangster.
It's pretty. It's
Dude,
it's something they discovered out of desperation. I'm sure.
but it works.
Goddamn right
You
it
don't
does.
fuck with the bumbles.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah, and we need bees way more than we need El Hornate.
No. Bees are like so helpful and hornets are worthless.
Yeah, they're put on Earth to punish man for their sins. Like
Yep.
rattlesnakes.
Those and mosquitoes.
Dude, fuck mosquitoes.
Uh
They
I don't-
transmit diseases.
What's
They're the rats of insects.
Oh, they're worse than rats.
Yeah, they're smaller.
They're like the
Again, I
insane
want to
leeches.
see my enemy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes just fly under the radar so often.
And then you're just like, ah, fuck, I got
Yeah.
6 on
So
my arm.
pro tip for mosquitoes in your yard: plant citronella.
There
It's
you
a
go.
plant. It's very easily clonable. You get one citronella plant, cut off 20 leaves, and plant them all over your yard, and you'll have a fucking perimeter.
Hell yeah.
And they're super easy to clone. Just pro tip.
Do deer eat them?
No.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're pungent. They smell like a citronella candle, but
That's
you
a
don't
good
feel like you're
smell.
getting poisoned.
That's a good smell.
You know when a citronella candle like goes straight in, like you
Yeah,
breathe
like
it straight
the
in?
waxy smoke.
Yeah, you're like,
The
ugh.
little black
That's
smokes
probably
that
not
whiff
good.
off.
Yeah.
No. Oh, it stings.
Yeah, there's none of that, but it still kind of smells like it, but it's mild and it's a living thing. You know, it's beautiful. It's a natural deterrent.
Right.
That's what
Fuck
hippies do.
mosquitoes. Really?
Yeah, and I met those hippies and then took 20 leaves home and I planted them around my perimeter, and the porch was lovely at night.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna fill my backyard with that
You
shit.
should. Yeah, you like I said, you can get one plant and just fucking
And it likes to grow here.
yeah.
Cool.
They're awesome. They sell them at DHL. They got
Alright.
cuttings for days.
Hell yeah.
I just go in there and steal a leaf every time.
Fucking dick.
I'm just kidding. I only do that when I go to John's house, but he allows it. He'll give you a wet paper towel to get them all started.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I remember doing like seeds and wet paper towels and stuff in biology. as
Yeah,
a kid.
germinating them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was like so exciting back then.
Yeah, you can do that with clones too.
Right.
At least till you get them home, just to keep the stem wet,
Oh yeah. Okay.
so it doesn't dry out. Once it
Uh-huh.
dries, it's like
It's done.
searing it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's so weird. Like that biology difference.
Yeah, but if you want some fresh ass flowers, you can sear the bottom of those. Make a
What if
fresh
like
cut. and
I cut your arm off and just put it in a wet paper towel, and then like a whole new Brian grew out of it?
I would do that. I would just put a wet paper towel on my stump. That'd be pretty cool.
Like have another Brian connected to your arm.
Yeah, we're far more fragile than plants, as far as like,
yeah, resiliency.
dude. And well, just I think plants have been around longer, so they've evolved to just sustain
Right.
like seeds. I have fucking elm trees everywhere. The elm seeds are literally covering my yard, and if I don't get on those,
Right. They'll just.
there will be a fucking elm forest around my porch.
Yeah.
And
Bamboo's
it's gonna,
the same way. Like once
Yeah.
that shit gets going, like there's really no stopping it.
yeah, but it's so handy to tie up plants with.
Yeah. Well, I
It's
just mean
light.
like if you
I know.
plant the plant.
Just kidding.
Fucking piece of shit.
But I use bamboos to tie up my tomatoes, my fucking peas, run up bamboo. You know, it's common.
Mm-hmm.
It's a common use for gardening. And affordable. And you can whack the shit out of somebody with it. In the calves.
Ooh, or like
get a thick piece of
full-size
bamboo? Oh, like like a baseball bat?
No, like a
Okay.
1 inch. That would hurt. That wouldn't be nice.
1 inch anything that's sturdy you get
Yeah.
hit with is pretty salty.
Bamboo's a pretty amazing material. Just like what
It's
they're
similar to
able
hemp.
build. Yeah.
Durability and
Mhm.
lightweight. Yeah, you could kill somebody with a hemp stalk.
Really?
Probably.
I'm sure somebody's been killed with a bamboo stalk. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no question
In
about that.
Asia, yeah, stabbed through the face.
Oh my god.
Just cut
Right
that
through
bitch
the
at an
chest.
angle with a machete. Dude, I kind of want to put some time in a place where you need a machete. You know what I mean? Like on
Yeah.
your hip. Like
I'd be
thinking
into
about
that.
building an outhouse over here. I'm gonna go cut it down with the machete and see what it looks like.
Yeah.
But probably you want to talk about ticks. The
Or
amount
other
of
nasty
parasites that have to live in those kind of
jungle,
places.
Yeah. There's something super satisfying though. Like I'm sure you felt that way leveling that pad, like just cutting something out of nothing.
Everything I've ever built.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just like, look what I did. This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
That's how I'm with that room on my house. I'm like, that really sucked, but I'm stoked I get to see this every day.
For sure. When I had to fix the roof, you know,
Uh-huh.
everything I've ever, I helped my parents build a front porch, like, awning.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's pretty big, you know, but me and my dad did that shit in a day and a half, 2 days, shingled and all.
Yeah.
And when we got done, I was like, God damn. Look at what we did, you know?
Yeah,
And their
totally.
house looks amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some stuff like where I did trim really good, and then like at the other end, it's like there's a little bit of a gap or something.
Where you
Just drives
started?
me crazy. Usually where I end.
Because you ran out of material.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like, it's as good as it's gonna get.
Or like I had enough, but I had to put like a little
filler.
in. Yeah. It's just like,
You can always see that. Well, if you repaint it.
I painted it pretty good. but,
Nice.
I mean, I know it's there.
Yeah.
That'll bother me.
That's how I feel about the bump on my dick.
Yeah.
Just like, they don't even notice, but I know it's there.
It's not perfect.
It's not perfect.
I just want a perfect dick. Brian, do you just want a perfect dick?
I'm pretty okay with my dick. I feel like as far as a roll of the dice goes for your dick,
Right.
I'm doing all right.
It's crazy how like our entire bodies are just a roll of the dice. Like some people get so fucked.
And so easy. Yeah.
Like, can you imagine like having a terminal disease like as a child and then just like that's your life? It was really short.
Yeah, I was a waiter with this dude who had diabetes since he was like 6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he eventually just wore like a thing on his waist,
Like
that
an
just
insulin pump.
yeah, that just regulated his body's insulin. But
Thank God we can do that.
modern
shit.
technology,
Yeah, or
because he
thank
was one of my
scientists.
favorite. He's one of the nicest people I've ever known.
Right.
Just fucking genuine.
Well, it's because he had to go through a bunch of shit.
Probably.
He has a fucking
Humble.
robot on his hip,
Yeah.
keeping him alive.
And he came from like rich family, and he had all the money in the world, but that means nothing if your health is just a roll every day. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like if you forget to give yourself a shot, and we were drinking, 18,
Yeah,
19,
jeez.
being super irresponsible
Yeah,
with
that could be problematic.
exactly. So yeah, he was always rolling the dice. So I think once you could die at any time or potentially, that it humbles the fuck out of you.
Yeah, take things a little.
You don't
less
think
serious.
you're shit if which is good.
Mhm.
Stand-up comedy will eventually beat that into you too.
Yeah, it does that for sure. It also makes me like not afraid to talk shit in public at all.
Which has been more problematic for me than
Really.
beneficial.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Like every time I do it, I don't feel good afterwards.
Dude, I've silenced parties with comments.
Yeah,
And then Phil's on the other side of the room. So I'm like, all right, that's awesome. At least I got to
At least
laugh.
I made Phil laugh.
But I made 15 hippies uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah. Dude, I like said some shit at parties like that made like a chick cry, but like my buddy I was with thought it was funny.
Yeah. When you're drunk, that's all you need.
Just like
But in
somebody
hindsight-
mouths off to you and you're like, "Oh yeah." Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, before I say shit now, I'm like, okay, this could be a fight.
Right.
In a one-on-one
Totally.
situation. Because if you really embarrass the fuck out of somebody in a social setting that's insecure and that's kind of what you're making fun of them for,
Right.
there could be some
They could
reckless
double
action
down.
after that. Yeah.
Dude, I saw like some construction worker lose his shit on my street the other day. Like they had the street closed and these people were like walking their dogs, like a guy and his wife or whatever, girlfriend, I don't know.
Yeah.
Pegging partner. And they like, I don't know, like talked some little shit to this construction guy, or he said something to them because the street was technically closed and they were drinking beer. And then the construction worker, like they started shouting at each other, and the construction worker's like, fucking like walking with an open container, that's illegal. I could
It
call
is.
the cops. It is, but like who cares? It's a neighborhood.
Agreed. Me and my
And then he
uncle.
got in his truck and followed him, like calling the cops on the phone. It's like, dude, you do that to the wrong person where I grew up, and their cousins are gonna kill you or beat you up.
Yeah, you don't call the cops on people.
Not like strangers for doing something
Especially
that minor.
people that live there. They
Yeah.
obviously live in the vicinity. They pay to be there.
Right.
Like, I was longboarding with a friend the other day, and he just handed me 2 beers before we left. I put one in my pocket, opened
Right.
one, and we saw people walking, and my instinct was to, like, just put the beer next to my leg, just not show it off,
Right.
And he just doesn't give a fuck.
Right.
He's like, I pay to live here. I'm a homeowner. My front yard is beautiful. If
Right.
this is the worst thing about me, that I'm longboarding with a beer in my hand. Like,
Fuck off.
yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just the lack of shame. I had a lot of respect, but also I don't pay for the right to be there, so I don't have that level of confidence in said neighborhood.
I mean, I definitely walk around in my neighborhood in a koozie, and I'll do the same
Right,
thing
but
as
the
you.
koozie is
Right.
that's a legitimate effort to hide.
it's
hide
the
what you're
minimal
doing.
effort, but yeah, it is legit.
Well, what else are you gonna do? Put a brown paper bag over?
Dude, I should do that. Just start walking around with a 12-ounce can with a huge paper bag hanging off the
That'd be
bottom.
funny.
Oh man,
That would be.
I think it's stupid that you can't drink walking around your own neighborhood. Like
Agreed.
that's
I think
absurd.
residential areas, but I feel like the rules get made because of the minority, the shitty people, the fucking, the potential homeless people walking around getting fucked up in nice
But
neighborhoods.
they do that anyway.
That's true.
Downtown.
And they have the brown paper bag.
Yeah.
That's
their koozie.
That's level 2 hiding.
Right.
What's the word I'm looking for? Concealing?
Concealing.
God damn it.
Concealment.
My brain, it's like I'm hit and miss right now. It's 50-50.
Yeah.
I keep seeing the Nosferatu face over there, and it keeps fucking me up.
Oh, that's a great reference.
Thank you. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh, look,
Yeah,
Dracula.
no, it totally is. Dude, have you seen Castlevania on Netflix? It's like all about Dracula and like killing
Is
him.
it a show?
Yeah, it's a show.
Really?
It's like kind of a cartoon, but like Adult Swim
Ah,
kind of stuff.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's good.
I like Adult. It's good.
It's
I
good.
like Adult Swim.
My mouth isn't like fully cooperating.
Apparently,
today.
neither of us are.
Yeah.
That's okay though. That's what you get with the podcast. You schedule a place where you truly want inspiration to strike, and it doesn't always
happen.
come out. And sometimes you have a great idea, and you're like, I can't think of the goddamn word.
Right.
Like I have half
That's
this
the
fucking
worst.
podcast. Did you see Evan's
Phase
painting
2
of Mexico?
He did that?
Yep. He
That's
was on the
sick.
coast in Baja, and he went to a place where they learned how to like whatever it is, screen print it or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why it's backwards technically.
Right, like he carved
Yeah.
out the white part and then they put it in the sun or whatever.
Yeah, so he put it on that way, but it gets a mirror image. Yeah,
That's sick.
pretty cool.
And then it's like swamp creature over there.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to decorate this space. I'm not an interior designer by
Neither
any
am I.
means. This is my storage / podcast room / studio that I just happen to film in. So I want it to be as aesthetically pleasing as.
Dude, my buddy's house I was at earlier today, his wife is like, she's just got the gift of how to put a house together.
Dude, every time I've had a woman add anything to my house, you might as well leave it. You know?
Right, yeah, it's
the
always
best
better.
it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's better than anything
Yeah,
else
the
to do.
trees by my front door, the pine trees, those aren't gonna move because
Yeah.
somebody put them there, and god damn it if that's not where they don't belong.
Yeah.
You know, I've never done anything like that
No,
except the American flag. I feel like it belongs there.
that's the only place for it. for
Plus, it
sure.
also hides all the shit on the shelf.
You got a pretty good snowboard collection.
Yeah, got a few of them.
Fuck yeah.
Those Never Summers though are the shit.
Yeah, people always say good things about them.
Yeah, and they're Denver based, fucking
Mhm.
Colorado representing, and
Right.
I've never been disappointed.
Yeah.
Some of them are a little floppy for my taste, but I have friends that can fucking rip them. So
yeah,
I'm just not good enough,
totally.
you know?
That sucks we didn't get to go together this year.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely, if I move to Phoenix, depending on, who knows if everybody opens up and then cities shut back down.
Yeah.
You know, that's potential.
Plans are kind of up in the air for a while.
Right. But luckily I wasn't planning on moving till December.
Yeah.
So that should give it enough time, and maybe it'll even make houses cheaper.
Sure.
So, as we were talking about opportunists earlier,
Mhm.
I'm definitely one of those kind of people.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity that's going to arise out of the pandemic. Some of it good, some of it bad. But the people that like take advantage of the pandemic to like help other people are going to make buku money, I think. Like if somebody thinks of something like some good product that makes or service that makes life easier going forward.
Or the companies that have designed, cheap ventilators,
Yeah.
and the people that have been, you know, just making masks and giving them away.
Dude, that's crazy. All
the people giving people food.
The people with 3D printers that made all those masks. It's like, holy fuck.
Yeah, they made ventilators too
Yeah.
and shit. It's crazy, dude.
So crazy.
It's so cool what happens when a smart person sees a problem and they're like, I could do something about this.
I was a little jealous. Like, damn, like that's pretty fucking cool that
Dude,
you
I'm a
basically have a
fucking
little
idiot.
mask factory
Yeah.
in your living room or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
Agreed.
I try to surround myself with people smarter than me. It doesn't always happen, you know, when
Yeah.
Dave's around or
Mm-mm.
who else? Well, that might be it. Dave.
Jonas. He's
pretty
smart.
clever.
Yeah, he's smart.
pretty clever. He lacks life experience and just common sense.
Or likability even.
God damn, he's beautiful though.
Oh, he is.
He's a beautiful
He's
man.
so
He got
gorgeous.
so lucky with the gene pool.
Mhm.
Dude, we started a podcast. He opened a giant burrito, like as we started the Zoom meeting, and just started eating.
What a fuck.
And there was no way I could turn just him off because they were all on one line.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, yeah, but he tried to do some bits strictly for video. And since that's when I was like, is anybody recording video?
Uh-huh.
And everybody's like, no. And Elliot was like, yeah, that's right, Jacob. You just did that for nothing, you piece of shit. Jacob's at his parents when Elliot and Josh were together.
They live together?
Yeah. All right. I think Josh has his own place,
Okay.
but I think they've been hanging out, like quarantining together, so.
Corona buddies.
Corona buddies. I know. I wanted to be that with Phil, but goddamn kid gets in between us. This fucking kid trying to break me and my best friend up.
You're gonna love that kid.
I can't wait. Yeah, I haven't got to even see the kid.
Really?
When I was there,
Yeah, I guess not.
well, she was sleeping when I got there. I was gonna look through the window, but when I got there, she was sleeping. When I left, she was breastfeeding. So there was really I wasn't gonna
Narrow
interrupt
window.
dinner.
No.
For me, she can't see me. You know.
Feels like, well, I'm up next. You got to get out of here, Brian.
Pretty much. She was
Yeah.
like, well, about time to take my pants off if you want to get the fuck out of here.
That's the universal sign for go the fuck home.
Oh, yeah. And the people that don't are either, you know, creepers or your new best friend.
Yep.
Yeah.
How long we been going? I think we're dying.
84 minutes. 90 minutes is about the limit we can put on YouTube in one piece.
All right.
For my technology, apparently.
Right, for your
For
capabilities.
my speed or
There
bandwidth
you
or
go, forgetting
whatever's
the
going
words
on.
again. Oh, okay, because the computer.
Yeah, I think I just need more expensive stuff to make it work better. Like Joe Rogan can put up 3 hours, but if something costs $100, he's like, "Fucking get it."
Right.
You know what I mean? It means nothing to him. It's like me spending $1,
Yeah.
like seeing 99-cent sunglasses and being like, "Yep," you know, that's
That's what I could do.
yeah. I'm not on that level. But if I can get more sponsors, I can have doper shit. So
Better ads.
yeah, if you know anybody that wants to sponsor something or put out money for marketing a business, greenlightweekend@gmail.com.
There you go, folks.
Yeah, you can also find Drew Mitchell on Facebook.
At Drew Mitchell Comedy on Facebook.
Goddamn right. And yeah, you can find us at GLW_podcast on Instagram, Greenlight Weekend on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget to check out deadroomcomedy.com, our one and only sponsor.
And you want to be just like them.
Yeah, and they also do weekly one-liners, which comedians submit one-liners, and they put them out every week. And if Elliot likes the joke and he decides to use it, he pays the comic for the joke.
Dang.
How can you hate on that?
Can't hate that.
Can't hate that. So check out Dead Room Comedy. Check out The Whiskey Reel. And big shout out to Ethan Esparza, Hip Hop Trip on SoundCloud. He's the soundtrack of the Greenlight Weekend, and we love him very much.
And he's got a cool new song coming up very
He has
soon.
that cool new song coming out. I can't wait. You guys are going to get sick of it. I want to play it so much. It's my favorite shit. All right. Love you guys. Thank you, Drew.
Absolutely.
You should stay and watch fights. Let's get fucked up.
All right.
Let's get weird. All right. Love you guys. Peace.
Hey, look, I just made it happen. Another young man out here rapping. All these antagonists coming at me. Saving the day, I'm the captain. Just imagine that I am a hero. Truth is, I ain't even got a scene, no. I don't ball, probably can't make a free throw. Lay a motherfucker out like Debo. That's right, little man with a big hook. And I got a big brain reading them big books. I don't make shit rain, blinking when I switch lanes. Man, I play my shit safe, I don't get shit looks. Drowning your swag in a swimming pool. All you fake rappers never even been to school. Kendrick had that one called swimming pools, and it went over your heads. You ever been to school? Nah. Pay attention, motherfuckers. Y'all settle down, settle in, motherfuckers. Telling y'all never gon' win. Every time I go in with a pad and a pen, motherfuckers. Apologies, y'all can't face mad. It's a prodigy, that's kind. Min sense is a part of me, that's I. Make sense when you step, better be kind. But then, I ain't in the game tryna make threats. I be in the game tryna get checks. More than that, there's much more to rap than getting money, little honeys in a 100 stack. You poppin' rubber bands and I'm done with that. Or maybe it's because I ain't done it yet. Whatever the fact is, too many whack kids that follow whack average plastic rappers. Yeah. Gucci belt, Louis belt, Fendi fucking wallet. Drop the stupid topic, heard enough of all the nonsense. Blood was spilled on the rocks, mounted on your watches. It's revolution time, revolutionize your conscience. Hey look, hey look, hey look, hey look, hey look, hey look. Hey look, 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 hey look. My bro said he wanna hear me sell out, but I don't know if I could ever sell out. Might as well just go to jail, put me in a cell and just sell out. Who am I kidding? Yeah, I wanna get rich. Tired of the struggle trying to make my rent. It's the same old shit, it ain't different. Some dudes alright, singing life's a bitch. What the fuck is this? I'm at the bottom end. Hate an alligator, I'm a hippopotamus. Stomping your shit into the lowest sediment. Cause you didn't make sense when you're moving them lips. Homie, get a new head when you need a new lid. People are thinking that's an opportunity to win. Taking it to another level with a little bass and treble. Knocking it out the park, I'm swinging from the fence. It's a trip. Hey look, 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 hey look.